Hello all, good morning. So today I'm going to show you how to view the enterprise structure in SAP screen and how to view the customizing request and table data details. Okay. So before that, Karthik, can you just confirm me whether you are able to record the sessions or not?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So okay, just a second. Okay, no problem. Okay, I will share my screen. Just confirm me whether you are able to see my screen or not. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Nayan.
Yes, okay, thank you. Okay, so yesterday we have completely defined and assignment part is done regarding the enterprise structure. And a few points I want to show you, or a few things I want to show in that SPRO screen. Okay, uh, just go to SPRO screen, SAP reference IMG. Okay, then go to enterprise structure. See, okay, here go to definition and go to material management. Yesterday, I didn't show how to maintain what address details for store allocation. So today I'm going to show how to maintain that address details for store allocation. Just click on the execute that to maintain store allocation icon. And here you need to enter the plant details. So whatever the plant you have created or what are the which you have maintained store locations in which plant. So what you need to do is here just click. uh, okay, she might have some problems. I will admit her. Okay, just click select this. Okay, IN01 semi-finished store location, and you here you can observe the address of store location options. Just double click on that. Okay, so here what you need to do is just click on new entries and enter the sequential number. So it's maybe alphanumeric or numeric. Okay, so just it's a 3 digit. Okay, just maintain whatever the number you want. Okay, and click on enter. So here it will show the edit address details. So here you can give whatever the address details you want as per the requirement, like that. So I'm going to enter the address details for this, and so innovative. City, postal code or city is Bangalore, country is India, and region Karnataka. Okay, okay. So just continue and just say this. Okay, I'll say this in this customizing request number. Okay, I'm maintaining on this single customizing request number. I'll tell you why you need to maintain the single customizing request number. Okay, now you can see the. Okay, just select this. Go back. Just double click on this. Select this. address and select this. So here I have option address. So see, we have maintained the address details for the store allocation one. In the same way, you can create, you can maintain address details for other two store locations or other store locations, whatever you have created in the system. Okay, this is the one thing I need to show you. And okay, yesterday I didn't explain about the standard purchasing organization and reference purchasing organization. Okay, just minimize this. Here, just go to definition part, material management. First, I will create one another purchasing organization. Okay, just execute this maintain purchasing organization. Click on new entries, and here then IPN0 is a standard purchasing. Okay, just save this. Now I have created a standard purchasing organization. Okay, save this. So go back, and after creating the standard purchasing organization, just go to assignment, and here you need to click on the material management. See, here you have option like assign standard purchasing organization to plant and assign purchasing organization to reference purchasing organization. Okay, what exactly the standard purchasing organization means? See, when this standard purchasing organization will come into picture whenever you are doing any standard special procurements. Okay, so in plant we have n number of purchasing organization or multiple purchasing organization. At that time we will treat one as a standard purchasing organization, and we will use that purchasing organization for special procurements like consignment, subcontracting or stock transfer hardware. We can transfer the stocks between from company code to company, one company code to another company code, or plant to plant, and store location to store location. So in the at that time we can use this standard purchasing organization for that purpose. Okay, here what you need to do is just click on this icon, assign standard purchase organization, and go to position, enter your plant number. Okay, so here you need to enter the standard purchasing organization number. Okay, what it is, IPN0. Or else if you don't remember the standard purchasing organization number, then go to the here, and here you can see only 5 inputs, right? So we have more than 500 inputs. So how to see view this? Just click on this icon. Okay, whatever the where I put the cursor, like this, and I'll know the, just give as I star and something, whatever your number, and here you can change the number as 1000 inputs. Okay, just execute this, just enter. So it will show all the what purchasing organizations created in the system. See, this is a standard purchasing organization. Just select that and press enter. Now save. Okay, so now we have assigned standard purchasing organization to our plant. Okay, now go to assign purchasing organization to reference purchasing organization. See, here what exactly the reference purchasing organization means. So to deal with any policies or conditions, and whatever the setups. So these are all maintained, any conditions or setups, these are all maintained at the purchasing central purchasing level. Okay, just consider IP01 as a central purchasing, and whatever just now I created IPN0, this one, that one as a standard purchasing organization. Okay, so we consider this IP01 as an central purchasing organization. Let me create that one. Look on IP01. So this is the central purchasing organization. So here what we are doing is we are referring all the conditions or whatever the policies are maintained this central purchasing organization for procurement purpose, procure the materials at central level. Okay, so these conditions or policies are going to refer by the another purchasing organizations. Okay, so here we are just doing the assignment part, so no need to link to the plant or something else. We are just doing here assignment part. I will give, again you can come here and select, search whatever the standard purchasing organizations are. You can not only assign this standard purchasing organization, you can assign for different purchasing organizations also. Just enter as 1000. So you find maximum what details. Okay, this is the this one, right? Okay, just save this. Okay, just go back. Now we have done with the standard purchasing organization and reference purchasing organization. Okay, and you can check. So can we assign same plan to the different company codes or something else? Okay, that I will show you. Or else you can check yourself, can you assign the same company code to different same plan to different company codes. So at that time what system show through you, what it will show, or whether it is going to allow you to assign the same plan to the different company codes. Just check. Okay, so now I will show you how to view the customizing request number. C10, this is the transaction code to view the CR request, customizing request. So here we are going to only view on customizing request, and it can be modifiable. Okay, just click on the display individually option and remove this, and click on this drop down list. Okay, just select this and execute. Sorry, just a second. Okay, see. Oh, this is the customizing request number what I have created earlier, defining or assigning the enterprise structure. Okay, so just click on this and click on this customizing task. So it will take few minutes because a lot of data is already maintained in the system. Okay, see here you can observe what are the tasks or activities you have done in the system, like definition of part, assignment part. Okay, these are all the so why I stress to maintain the same request number, customizing request number means, so we can easily track whatever the activities or whatever the changes or customizations you have done in the system. So it will comes in a single customizing request number, and you can again review that one. Okay, so and you can observe here in which table it got stored, the like company or example. So here I'm taking an example of company. So click on this view maintenance and see, this is an v underscore t880. So this is an structure. Okay, so this is table. T880 is table. In this T880, whatever the so all the company data will be stored. Okay, just click on this, and here you can observe whatever the company I define or created in a system. See, INE002 is the company and 800 is the client. Means it's an production client. Okay, so it you might see here 300, 500. So different clients. When in what client you are going to do any changes, so it will show the client number before that company. Okay. So now I will show, create another session. Okay, just close this. Okay. So how to view the table level data? Before going to table level data, I will show how exactly the enterprise structure we can see in a system. Okay, just enter EC01. This is the T code where you can see the whole enterprise structure, organization structure. So here we have option called structure. Okay, just click on the structure and click on this navigation. So it will pop up one window, navigation up, just continue, click on OK. It will take sometimes a few seconds to execute. Okay, see, these are all the company codes companies are created in the SAP system. So how you can find yours? Just search and press Control F and you can give your company code name. So just I'm giving as INE1. So whichever I have created. See, here it will show the Innovative Steel Limited company code. So just click on that and here you can find Innovative Steel Limited. Just double click on this. See, this is the whole enterprise structure, whatever you created in a system. Okay. So INE1 is the Innovative Steel Limited, which it is the company. And you can observe here we have assigned this company to the company code like INE001. Okay, see, now you can see this. If you click on this INE001, so you can observe the INE1 like that. So and oh, you can view also whatever the storage locations are assigned to this plant. Okay, and which purchase organization is assigned this to plant, like IP01, when which company code we have assigned this plant, like that. And here you can see the purchasing organization, so which purchasing organization is created and assigned to the company code and plant. Okay, see, one thing here you cannot view you can here we cannot see the standard purchasing organizations or reference purchasing organization. Okay, we are just the maintaining in the purchasing data only. Okay, so this is a structure. Okay. Okay, now I will show you how to view the table level data. So what is the T code to view the table level data is SE16N. Execute that. So this is the screen where you are going to view the uh, entries or table data, whatever table level data you are going to see in the system. Okay, so now I will just click on this display icon, remove this, and select, click on this execute button and remove this, just execute it. Okay, see, here I'm going to take a company or plant. Okay, I'll take an example as plant and click on this view maintenance data and click on this. See, P001W is the table where the plant data is maintained. So what you need to do is here enter the T001W. Okay, you click enter. So here you can see the plant or branches. So whatever the plant or branches is, all the data will be stored in this system. So here you have option like plant. So just enter the plant which you have created in a system like IN even, or if you want to view all the plants which you have created in system, just go click on this more option and new entry, click on this new entry and enter another plant number as INE2 or something like that. Okay, just continue. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now execute. Here we have option called execute. See, now you can see the whatever the plant uh, which you have created in a system, we can see here. So INE1 and INE2. So mainly we started created INE2. So whatever the data you maintained while defining the plant, you can observe here. See INE2 name, city, like country code, everything. So whatever the data you maintain, it will show here. Okay, display. So now go back. And if you want to the company data means, so the table is T880 where you can see the company data. Okay, here one thing I want to highlight this. See, plant is an what we called it as in a business word. Okay, in SAP we called it is an works. So whenever they are doing any developments or ABAP team whenever doing any enhancements, so they will use the technical names like works or name on like that. So they are going to use the technical names, they won't use the plant. Okay, now click on enter this T880 and press enter. So here you can view the company like INE001. Just enter your company name and execute this. So here you can see what are the company you have created in the system. Okay, and whatever the data you have created in the system, you can view here. Okay, so this is about today's session. So I'm going to stop it here. Okay, so anyone have any queries or concerns, questions, please ask.
Yeah, Nayan, Bhavana here.
Yes, tell me, Bana.
See, it's regarding a purchasing organization.
Mm-hmm.
Purchasing organization is there is only one centralized purchasing organization for two plants.
Yeah.
Then how can we assign this reference purchasing organization to that centralized purchasing organization?
No, we treat it as a central purchasing organization as a reference purchasing organization for other purchasing organizations. So in
No, there
we
is only one. Even
okay.
for two plants, there is only one purchasing organization.
Mm-hmm.
Then in that case,
In that case, we are using that central purchasing organizations only, right?
yeah, that's what. There will be no reference purchasing organization, right? In that case.
No.
Okay. And regarding these tables,
Yeah.
SC16N,
Uh-huh.
the search for the table, this was T800, right?
Yeah.
T001W.
T880,
Yeah,
T001W. Yeah.
yeah. That will be the same for all the users.
Yes, it will be same for the all the users, because in SAP is a standard. It is created as what it is maintained as a standard. Okay, whatever the plan
Okay.
data or company data which you
Yeah.
have created in the system, it will stored in the table only.
So if somebody asks what is the table for plant that you see?
Okay, usually so no one ask in an interview. In worst case, if anyone ask, you should remember that.
Fine, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, man.
Yes, Karthik.
And difference between the standard and reference purchase organization.
See, standard is nothing but when we are going to use the standard purchasing organization. So whenever you are doing any special procurements like consignment process or subcontracting or stock transfer order, at that time we are going to use this standard purchasing organization. So in just imagine in plant we have different types of purchasing organizations will be there, right? So at that time what we will do is we will treat one purchasing organization as a standard purchasing organization, and it will be used for this special types of procurements. Okay, so we will come to know in the few upcoming days how to use this standard purchasing organization will be used in the special procurements. Okay, so reference purchasing organization means what it means. Imagine we have one central purchasing organization. In that central purchasing organization, we will procure the materials at central level. So at that time, what we'll do is in the initial stages, they have set up what policies, conditions, or negotiations, price determinations. Everything will be set up in this central purchasing organization. So whenever doing any procurements with another purchasing organization, we are going to refer that policies or conditions with the central purchasing organization. Okay, from the central
Okay,
purchasing
man.
organization to another purchasing organization.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Karthik, no problem.
Hello, Nayan.
Yes, Pratik.
Yes, Nayan. What is the difference between T001W and WERKS?
See, T001W is an table. Okay, and
Okay.
WERKS is the technical name which is used in the SAP. So that is not an
Technical
table.
name for plant.
Yes, technical name for plant. In
Okay.
the same way, we have so many technical names for different like purchasing, store location, company code.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
Okay, no problem.
Good morning. Hi, Nan.
Hi, Prashant. Good morning.
Yeah, it was a good session. Okay. Karthik, don't save the recording. Okay. Just you close it once it is once it is done. Okay. Don't save the recording. Some
Okay,
discrepancy
Prashant.
happened, I think, in between. Okay. Nayan,
Okay.
once after saving the recording,
Okay.
so directly send me. Okay.
Yeah, sure, Prashant.
I will review and upload it to share folder.
Okay.
Okay. And one thing to all, please join through a laptop only. So don't join from mobile. Here and there, some problem will happen. Okay. So keeping on video and all, it will be an issue. Okay. So avoid joining from the mobile. So if you are not well or you are not keeping well and all, better join from the laptop only. So it is avoiding some issues in between. Okay. Hope everything went well. I don't think it's a problem. So let me review and update you all. Okay. How was the session today all?
Yeah, it's fine, Prashant.
Okay.
Good.
It
So I
was
have,
good.
okay. So what is the major learning from your end all today?
Creating address for stores location and
Okay.
We come to know the standard purchase organization and reference purchase organization and how to generate the table display.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And
Generate the
that's
tables. Okay. So
And that's
are you
an-
clear with the table level data? How the storage will happen after the creation of any configuration part? How it will update? Which table store what? Everything is clear, right? How the plant data will be storing? How the storage location data is storing? Right? If not, go through your each and every configuration after you complete, right? There you can see the table at the end of the configuration. You just drill down and you can see the which table gets stored. Okay, so practice it. So one or two, yeah, table 9 may be shown for all, right? So
Yeah.
there are like 6 to 8 tables will be there, I think, for each and everything. Example, when you define plant or define store locations or define purchase organization or define company code, whichever you're defining, there will be a separate table will be there for that definition part. Okay, because once you display it, right, it should retrieve the data from the table level and it should display for the consultant or maybe the users. Users will not access to view all these things. As a consultant only, we will learn all this table level knowledge and storing data and technical name asked by Pratik. What is the difference between table and technical name? What is works and TW01W, right? So there is a difference is there, major difference is there. Okay. And also when you assign company to company code or plant to company code or purchase organization to plant or purchase organization to company code, when you're doing all these things, again there will be a different table which stores the data. So whenever you go and display the data of assignment, right, it will retrieve from the table level only, nothing else. Okay, each description or each field will have their own technical name also, each and every things. Okay, so upcoming days you will learn many fields and tables for the each master data and transaction data. Everything will have a table. Without table storage, you cannot retrieve the data from the table levels. That's why yesterday session Nayan was saying about some inconsistencies there. Someone deleted the data. It was not showing. Even after creation also, if you delete the data, okay, it will be showing over there, means same number you cannot use again for the creation. It will be showing already exist like that. Okay, so yeah, next time you have to create new number for that purchase organization. He was trying to do yesterday. I have seen that. Okay, that is only happens in the practice system, not in the real time. In the real time, we will have a specific details or data from the business that need to be created and updated. And even you delete or do some changes, you have to give justification and you have to give details over there. And even CR will be showing that okay, this user created this data and this user deleted this data, and even they have to give proper justification why deletion happened, any particular reason, and any changes you have done for this configuration, what is the reason, everything will be tracked. Okay, this is about I wanted to summarize the things. Okay, any questions? I think Nayan cleared all the questions. Yeah, I heard about what is difference between standard purchase organization and reference. That is good explanation. And even particularly if there is a one purchase organization, how you can treat as a standard or maybe reference purchase organization asked by Bhavana. That is also good answer. Okay. And some company will not keep any reference purchase organization also. Even I have seen one of the clients, they don't have reference purchase organization. It depends. The company to company, they may refer one purchase organization as a reference purchase organization where everything will be handled like major terms and conditions or policies or maybe procurement processes, everything will be uh, you used for major procurement purposes, right? So they may keep it as a reference. Whenever they want to refer the details, they can go to a reference purchase organization. So in the system you have to track it. That's it. Okay, so we are going to close the meeting then. 1 minute left out. Any question is there, then you can drop a message in WhatsApp or you can call me directly. Okay, thanks to all. Bye. And Ayan, just share the recording quickly, and Karthik, you just discard it. Okay, thanks for understanding.
Sure.
Okay, Prashant.
Bye.
Yeah, bye bye.
Thank you, Nayan.
Fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Nayan.
Okay, we will end up here and catch up tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks
Bye.
all. Bye.
Yeah, thanks to all. Bye.
Bye.